to navigate being a nonprofit founder and leader, and to share tips and advice when it comes to running a nonprofit and making a sustainable nonprofit. So today we're talking about fundraising in the aspect of fundraising before the launch. So if you are fundraising, you may have considered the ability to fundraise behind the scenes before you're laying that out in the public and sharing that this opportunity is available for the public to help you support the people that are your beneficiaries. So often I see this with nonprofits where they have a partnership with a business, or they have a grant that is they're going to be receiving that is going to be a matching grant, and so they will present to their audience having already received the grant and allowing their audience to match that. So for example, an organization is raising funds for seniors in the Riverside County, and they have received a grant from a corporation, and this grant is for 10 grand. And so they will label it as a matching grant when they comes to getting money from their supporters. So that means, and I'm sure you've seen this language, is double the impact. And so not only have they already raised the 10 grand, they can get it matched if their donor base also helps them get that funding in as well. Sometimes it may be that the corporation is going to give those funds anyway. Sometimes it may be a marketing strategy where you're sharing that if you do X, Y, and Z, this is what you'll be able to help us do. So considering matching grants and how important they can be. Also, when you are considering launching your fundraising page, you may have it launched internally with your partners, or with a group of major donors, or with a group of donors who are already ready to give. They said they're going to give, and so you have them already have given on the page. So before you launch it to the public, if your goal is to raise $10,000 and you had a private launch with those donors or with those corporations, and now it's at 5K, now when you share it with the public, you'll find that, okay, the public sees that we only need halfway or 5K to meet that total goal of 10K. So considering the fact that you can have launches that are private, that can also lead to the funding you have as well. I also want to share an example. My nonprofit, Dare Humanity, received a grant from the from a new partner that we had, and the grant is going to cover a few of our programs. Now, this is going to be the first time me sharing this, but we are going to be having that shared towards the end of the year, which is actually next week, that we have received that grant. However, we're still having our campaign for our year-end appeal that is running. So you see how you can create trust, but you can also create a sense of, well, they're already close, so let me go ahead and help them match or help them top it off, where you have funds that are already raised, already received, and now you have the ability to get more funds. I've already talked about how social proof is important when it comes to raising money, and how there's different features on a fundraising page that are important. And so one of the features I always talk about is the social proof feature, or the donor timeline, or the list of recent donors, because that allows people to see. So, okay, I know this person, they gave, or the common trend of giving is $50 or $500, so let me give that as well. So combining that with your fundraising efforts, making sure your fundraiser page has that in its language and its page and the platform, whatever platform you're using, to make sure that that's available. But I encourage you to think about the fundraising you can do privately behind the scenes before the launch of your fundraiser to the public, so you're not always starting from zero. And I guess that leads to the question, well, is it okay that we start from zero and we work our way up? That's absolutely fine. I'm just sharing a strategy to have the funds that are already totaled up before the fundraiser is made public. But starting from zero is absolutely fine. We do that all the time for our organization, and we see it go from zero to whatever amount that we're able to raise, and it works. So thank you so much for joining. I just wanted to share that strategy today. I think it's important to have strategies when it comes to fundraising. My hope is to be on next week to have another session in regards to fundraising. But my hope is that you will have a great Christmas day with your family and you will enjoy it, but you also take some time for yourself as a nonprofit leader or founder and focus on you. I want to invite you to something. I want to invite you to join my Nonprofit Founders Mentorship Program. If you are a nonprofit founder, this program is for you. It is going to be focused on different things that are pertinent to your ability to lead a nonprofit. So if you've been wondering, how do I go about running a nonprofit? What do I need to have in place? We're going to be talking about that in a group setting beginning in February. And so I'm going to add in the link to join that if you are interested. There's only going to be select few people who will have access to that program, and you'll find that you'll just have a space for individuals to connect and work through your problems and problem solve. And I'm going to be sharing a lot of the insight I've learned from running a nonprofit for the past 6 years. Running a nonprofit is a business and it's a lot of work. And so I want to help you and assist you with that and essentially partner with you. So I'm going to put that link in the chat for you to check out and join. Okay, so there it is. You will be able to click on that link and find your spot on the wait list. Once again, it's for the select few, so my hope is that you will be of the select few that can join me for the program. So apart from that, I encourage you to stay connected with me on Instagram. There's tons of content on there. If you're not connected to my YouTube channel, I also encourage you to go watch and binge watch those videos as well, because I provide a lot of tips and insight and things that you can use right now for your nonprofit. So see you next Tuesday and take care.